Hello, I am Eric Williams, candidate for U.S. Congress, District 30. I'm standing here in front of the U.S. congressional offices of District 30. While democratically controlled cities across America are in chaos, Congresswoman Johnson is invisible and can only be seen in the pages of a newspaper. She should immediately alert the community and author a bill about major police reform. That's leadership. So I'm calling on her and the Supreme Court to abolish the qualified immunity doctrine entirely that protects police officers and government officials. Qualified immunity promotes the unreasonable use of force by police officers. By abolishing this bill, it will allow victims to sue for compensation under color of law claims for which I am a past victim. My case reached all the way to Congress and was discussed and debated in the House Judiciary Committee. I had to sue the entire damn Arlington Police Department and City of Arlington for violating my constitutional rights. They too use sovereign immunity as their defense. Abolishing qualified immunity is just one way to make police officers feel the pain you and I have felt. It is said that in the House Judiciary Committee that Mr. Williams would have been better served if he had just changed the law. So I'm doing that. That's why I'm fighting for you, fighting for me, standing here in front of this building. I have the moral authority. The fair treatment of civilians and police officers are at stake, and only Congress can abolish and reform qualified immunity immediately. A bill needs to be brought to the House floor. The Supreme Court has made it a decision by adopting qualified immunity, and it only serves to shield police officers from settlements, financial settlements from families and grieving victims to protect cops. This violates someone's constitutional rights. Hell, Eddie, you took $30,000 of scholarship money allocated for children in your district and gave that to your kids and family, stealing money for 4 years straight. Who does that, Eddie? Only Eddie gets away with that. You got a slap on the wrist, and George Floyd and my cousin Jordan Edwards are dead. George apparently had a $20 counterfeit bill and he lost his life, and all you can do is sit on your laws and do nothing and call for this and call for that with no damn action. But you are nowhere. You are invisible, missing in action. But guess what? You wasn't missing in action in 1994 when you co-sponsored the crime bill, which led you and Joe Biden, that led to locking up millions of black and brown women and men in prison. You wasn't missing then. You said to the nation not too long ago that you are not sorry for that decision and that vote using color of law and qualified immunity. Well, I am. I'm sorry for my family and many families and the families to come. Sponsor a bill. Sponsor a bill now. That's action. Or join Representative Justin Amash and help to co-sponsor his bill on Thursday to eliminate qualified immunity. Or help co-sponsor the bills being introduced by Senator Booker and Senator Harris. Just do something. You authored a bill to park on the moon, but we don't have quality parks here in the southern sector of Dallas. That's a violation. You've been sitting in that seat of power for Dallas County since 1972. That's far too damn long. It's 2020. That's career politician. You can only come out during election season and give a bunch of grants out to your special interest groups that you had nothing to do with help making. I'm really getting sick and tired. You get all this money from climate destroyers like ExxonMobil and money from telecommunication giants like AT&T that don't provide quality internet access to our black and brown communities in the southern sector. And you get thousands and thousands of campaign dollars each year from these special interest groups that does nothing to help us. This is a tactical move to make it look like you're doing something for the community while you're doing nothing. We can't catch a break, Congresswoman. We can't catch a break. That's why we all have these symptomatic problems in the nation and in District 30, because you and others have been making those decisions on the House floor that has major impacts on our life and others since 1972. This is generational trauma, Congresswoman Johnson. It's time for you to go. Congresswoman Johnson, since we are working on deadlines because of this pandemic and pandemonium, you need to immediately let the community know what bill you plan to introduce or co-sponsor by the end of this week. I'm gonna be right back here with some people protesting in front of your office, and we may just go to Victory Park. But guess what? This message is for you. Now this message is for the people. Together we can get rid of her. So together we can. It's your choice, Congresswoman Johnson. Help the people or fall by the wayside and let somebody else come in.